You know, WorldBox is a game with a lot of death. Typically the player is causing it, but even on its own, the game just has a lot of death happen naturally. I mean, look at this map I've had running in the background here. There have already been 7 deaths in just a few seconds. So I think it's pretty safe to say that death is an integral part of WorldBox. However, what if we try to cheat death? And by that, I mean, what if we try to make a world where death is quite literally impossible? And you might think that actually sounds kind of easy. Just make a bunch of OP people and put them together. But I've tried doing that before. People still find a way to die. So today we are going to be making the perfect society with a bunch of different creature types and see if we can go 1,000 years without anyone dying. So let's get right into it. First off, we are going to have to immediately change our map because this world already has 20 deaths. It's already useless. And here we go, a much better world, a blank template. But the first thing that we have to do to try to allow these guys to cheat death is the obvious. Go into the world laws, turn off hunger, old age, turn on peaceful monsters, turn off diplomacy, rebellions, all this crap, turn off disasters, even the monolith influence, I believe that can kill some things. Turn on this law called Gaia's Covenant, which disables damage from explosions, fires, and disasters. That's going to be very important here. And while I think that's a pretty good start, as we're going to click unpause here and see what happens as some mobs begin spawning in like so. Everything seems fine for now, but the issue with this video is it's going to be completely trial and error. What I did in the world laws may seem like everything I would ever need to do, but looking over here at the total deaths, we already have 2 of them. In just 9 years, this challenge is going to be hard. So we've already failed, but luckily we will get better each time we fail because we can look at the deaths tab right here and we can see specifically what happened to these 2 creatures. They drowned. Okay, well, no more water for you guys. So now I've reloaded the map again back at year 1 with no deaths right now, and we are just going to get rid of all the water. So we will set a summit of the highest perimeter so no water can get in, and then with the rest of the water, we're going to grab a giant bucket and just start going to town in all the remaining water. So as I click unpause to check, yep, all of the water is gone, no more water spilling, everyone's doing alright, no one's died yet, more creatures are spawning in, we are doing a-okay. And you were already able to see how this world is going to change over time. Right now, it actually looks pretty cool. The mountains outside kind of make it look like a picture frame of a really ugly picture. So we're going to keep it unpaused and speed up time as much as we can. And we're going to go for a while and just check if there's any more deaths that happen. Oh, another 2 deaths. This is going to be issue. What happened this time? Creatures eaten. Oh, no. Wait, hold up. Let me check the world laws. Hunger is off. You guys are making this really difficult for me because you're telling me you're just eating people for the love of the game. And there is this many subspecies. We've already come into a roadblock here, and there's only really one way to fix this, unfortunately. So we load back into our older version, pause where we are. We have to turn off animal spawn and clouds of life, which already seems like we're kind of going overboard here. But the reason I have to do that is because now I have to make every single currently living subspecies, all of the one here, vegan. So in a very annoying process, literally every creature here will now become vegan. But like you see right here, these raccoons, they like to eat meat. So now they're going to have to become vegans as well. And this is the reason I had to turn off animal spawn, because obviously if I turn on a new animal spawn, I would have to make these changes to literally every single new animal that spawns in, or else something would die. Oh, come on. These wolves right here are carnivores and cannibals. Do you see what I mean here? Jesus Christ. No wonder so much crap dies in this game. But anyway, you get the idea. These guys are weird, so let me go fix all their subspecies real quick. Okay, so after a lot of hard work, everyone should no longer be able to eat each other. I feel like I shouldn't even have to say that, considering these guys don't even need to eat, but now they literally physically cannot even eat each other if they wanted to. As a matter of fact, I know I made them vegan at first, but then I realized that I could also make them photosynthetic too. So I changed all of them to have photosynthetic skin, meaning they convert sunlight into energy. So now they can't even kill plants, because now they are the plants. So there should be absolutely no reason any of these guys perish here. So once again, we are going to let some time pass here. So far, so good. The mob population is rising. No new subspecies should be arising at all. I think we might just be in the clear here for now. But as you do notice about the map, everything is kind of, a little bit boring. There's no humans, there's no sapient species at all. But don't worry, there will be. Because even though as we're simming right now, every 250 years where there's no death, we will stop the time lapse and add something new to the world to make this challenge just a little bit more difficult. But as everything seems fine right now, no no deaths after 40 years, we are going to sim to that first marker, year 250, where we're going to throw some humans into the mix. So, I'll see you guys then. Welcome back. It's year 59. You may notice something about the world. There's some deaths too. If you direct your attention towards the world ages, yeah, you'll see what happened. I accidentally left them on. That's my bad. And now 9 people are dead. All from drowning too. But oh wow, we're back in our world and we're just gonna quickly pause the world ages and then let's just begin that time lapse again like nothing even happened. Yay. And here we are at year 250, and as you were able to see, no deaths at all, which is honestly very impressive. I don't think I've ever seen a world go this long without a single death, but we're only a quarter of the way done. And to be fair, this is only like 1,500 insects or whatever. Like, let's actually look at who's here. Okay, this is actually very weird to look at, but it looks like there's about 1,000 foxes here, and that's quite literally it. The world is doing all right. I don't see anything wrong with it at all, and of course, no deaths. I mean, we're doing great. However, I think it's time we add humans into the mix. And if you know anything about humans, well, they like to kill things and they also like to die. So we're going to start by spawning 100 of them directly in the middle of the map. We will make them green so everyone thinks that they're good. And instead of this crappy omnivore diet, how about have you considered sunlight instead? Maybe that'll be a lot more beneficial to you. And you know, like I said, I want to complete this challenge with doing as little interference as possible. So I think that might just be enough right there. Of course, we're going to save our game for obvious reasons and click unpause as the humans should begin forming a kingdom relatively soon. And just like that, the kingdom of Nievi has formed and a death has occurred. Okay, what happened this time? Deaths from conflict. Yeah, see, this is the issue when you throw humans into the mix. Let's go back and try to fix this. So I have one immediate thought on how to end this. And it's quite literally as simple as going into their birth editor and giving them the peaceful and pacifist trait, meaning that it should be actually impossible for them to even attack each other. Look at the description of pacifist here. For them, conflict is the result of failure, not the key to success. Please actually heed that warning. And of course, we have to rain that same mindset down over the current ones because the birth editor only affects their future children. So now everyone should be a pacifist. Like literally, there should be no way that these humans even can think of violence. They shouldn't even be able to comprehend it. And let's see what happens. The humans begin forming their own kingdom, and now more time has passed than last time, and a death has occurred. God dang it, what happened this time? It's always conflict. How? How are they dying from conflict? What could it possibly be? I really feel like this is like outside my range of expertise. Like, why are you making this crappy WorldBox YouTuber solve all of humanity's problem and how to end conflict? I don't know, dude. So I'm gonna try one more thing here before we go with the nuclear option. And by the nuclear option, I don't actually mean nuclear bombs because that would kill a lot of people. But right now, we're going to simply try to change it to the Age of Wonders. This age has, well, done wonders before, so maybe it'll stop them from trying to kill each other. Let's let time keep passing on. The humans form their crappy little kingdom, some time passes, and they die from conflict. Well, I tried my best. There's only one thing left to do now, and if these guys keep killing each other because of conflict, then let's make it so they can't kill each other. We're going to give each person 1 billion health and do 0 damage. These guys cannot do damage. They have 1 billion health. Now we rain some healing spell over all of them. If a death occurs, I will genuinely just be surprised at this point. We have a nice kingdom pop up in the middle. It has every human citizen in it. No reason for discourse. We let some time keep passing. Come on, guys, come on. And everything seems to be going all right now. Looks like any disagreements they might have had, they really can't even settle them. So you know what? We have just learned a very powerful lesson today. If you want humans to stop killing each other, 2 things. Give them 1 billion health and just chop off their hands so they can't even hurt each other. Simple as that. Humans are beginning to expand. Nothing has died. It's been about 30 years. So now we're going to simulate to year 500 when we add some new guys into the mix and see if any deaths happen then. I'll see you guys then. And just as we were doing so well, as you can see, some point in the past 20 years or so, 3 deaths have happened. Please don't tell me it's conflict. How mad could you possibly be that with 1 billion health and doing pretty much 0 damage, are you still able to kill someone? This is actually crazy. So you know what? You guys asked for this. Unmoving. You are turned into statues. You guys cannot even move now. You have 1 billion health, do 0 damage, and cannot move. I don't know how it's possible to kill anyone. I don't think you can. Super glue everyone to the ground, cut off their their hands and make them drink like white monsters eternally. These people physically cannot die. So, once again, I put it back in the Age of Wonders. Did we finally fix everything? Let's find out. Unpause, and I'll see you guys at year 500 if we make it. And here we are at year 500. I can't believe we've made it. We're only halfway done, and this video's probably already been way too long. But luckily, since we pretty much sorted out all of our issues, I really hope it should be pretty much smooth sailing from here. Somehow, the humans have actually been able to, like, build quite a few houses and stuff, despite literally not being able to move, which is their own doing. They completely deserve this. And there are over 2,800 mobs, too. But yet, our world is perfectly fine. As long as you lock up the humans and make the world full of sunshine and rainbows, nothing can go wrong. And another issue I have seen pop up is that a lot of the animals have started to go mad because I'm guessing they've been alive too long. That kind of happens in this game, but it's not like we can really do anything to fix that, I think. Luckily, since Peaceful Monsters is on, we'll just not worry about it, and hopefully everything will be a-okay. But now for this next time-lapse interval, we're not really going to be doing much. We're going to be spawning in the other 3 races as well, but if I know anything about humans, I'm not going to lie, I'm just going to lock them up as well. Like, I'm really getting sick of it at this point. But with all of those species set, this may be extremely underwhelming, I'm not gonna lie, but as I click unpause, you will see that sapient population is 300 higher than the humans because all of them have been spawned in, but I think because they're not moving, nothing is happening, but I made them exactly the same as the humans, so, you know, let's at least let them run around for a bit. Nothing could go wrong if that happens, right? Totally, right? Yeah. Well, surprisingly, a few years have passed and the orcs have done nothing wrong so far, so we may as well release the elves and the dwarves as well. I don't see why not. Maybe it's just the humans are the issues, but as we let all these guys run around, almost 30 years have passed, no deaths, no nothing. Maybe this will actually work out. I'm genuinely surprised here. I've been like traumatized by the humans. You would think like the cannibalistic dwarves over here would be like tooth and nail trying to kill everybody, but apparently not. Everything actually seems okay. So with this optimism I have, that's probably too much. We're gonna go ahead and try to sim to year 750 and see if the world's as peaceful as it is right now. So I'll see you guys then. And here we are at year 750, 0 deaths, 600 sapient population, thousands of mobs. We really are living in almost paradise. See, literally all I had to do was just effectively lobotomize everybody that was still alive, and boom, they are no longer capable of violence. But what is going to be the final thing I do here? For the last 250 years, to truly make this challenge final, I'm going to do something unprecedented here. I'm going to unleash the humans. Yes, you heard that right. I am actually going to let them run around, even though every time I've let them do that, they have made giant mistakes. But you know, for some reason, if these other creatures like the elves, the orcs, and the dwarves can just run around freely, they don't even need to make kingdoms for some reason. I believe the humans can do it too, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna regret believing in them or not. Obviously, gotta save the world first. We're just gonna let some time run around, and that was an immediate terrible mistake. Jesus Christ. 2 deaths from conflict immediately. Okay, lock them up. I gave you 1 chance, and you guys immediately ruined it. The first thing you did was go develop new land and colonize new land as humans do, and then murder somebody. Fantastic. You know, I tried. I really did, but unmoving, these guys are not going to move at all. They're just stuck there. And I guess instead of that, for the grand finale, let's just spawn in a bunch of Gregs. I don't even know, man. I'm getting sick of all this. So I spawned in a little over 100 Gregs. They're going to become photosynthetic, peaceful creatures, and I think that should be it. Will the Gregs kill anybody? We've made them exactly like the other creatures, so, you know, kind of stupid. And this is mainly just kind of a little test. Will the Gregs, one of the most violent creatures in the game that appears at random intervals, will they try to kill one another as some time passes? No, they won't. The humans are the problem. The humans are always the problem. Of course they are. But enough like complaining about society or whatever. We're currently on our way to year 1000, and we're gonna see if we can make it there without letting a single creature die this whole time. And after a lot of trials and tribulation, we finally did it. 1,000 years since we began, and looking at total deaths, not a soul. Actually, looking at the oldest creatures here, they are all 999 years old exactly. And the richest person is a human who has $23. I guess because richest only counts people in kingdoms, and the people in the human kingdoms couldn't even move. But that is all she wrote. This challenge was a lot more difficult than I thought it would be. I mean, I guess like I said in the beginning, WorldBox is a game that was pretty much founded on death. So the fact that I was able to go 1,000 years without a single one, I think is probably the most impressive thing I've done in this entire game. But overall, moral of the story is humans ruin everything. Literally every creature could live in peace except for the humans. Think about that for a second. But anyway, if you're still watching at this point in the video, clearly I did something to entertain you. So I'd appreciate it if you would click like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Farewell.